I guess not.
All right.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. I have here with me our championship pairs podium with the bronze medal, Valentina Plazas and Maximiliano Fernandez.
Woo!
Thank you for saying my name right.
With the silver medal, Alisa Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov. And our champions, Ellie Cam and Danny OShea. I'll start with an opening question. How does it feel to stand on the podium today? I'll start with our champions, Ellie and Danny.
No, it always feels good to stand on the podium. It's something that I was talking with Ellie about as they called our names to go out and bow for the medal ceremony, that soak up the moment, really live in the moment and enjoy it, because you never know when the next time you'll get an experience like this is. It's been 8 years since the last time I stood up there, and I can't be more grateful or express how thankful I am to be here again.
Alisa and Misha?
No complaints.
No complaints.
All right, Val and Max.
It's a very humbling experience to be here at the championship and medal. We've been working so hard the last few years to get to this point, and it's just surreal. It was a great opportunity for everybody, and it was nice to go out there and just fight, and I think everyone felt the same.
Yeah.
All right, we'll open it up for questions.
For Danny and Ellie, what did you guys, I mean, you're a fairly new team. What did the night like tonight? What did you, I mean, not that I'm not loud enough, but what did you learn about each other on the ice tonight?
Yeah.
I think days like today, like competing in this kind of circumstances with home crowd and late night, you don't really learn a lot about each other. I think you learn more in the process of getting here, and I think Danny and I have learned a ton about each other just this season. We're very new still, but in the training to get here and the consistency and the working and the grind every single day, that's when we've really learned the most about each other. And those hard days that it's not so easy to get up and train, that's when we learn more about each other than, the days that we just kind of have to trust our training and make it work. Because you don't put the work in while you're here, you put the work in at home while we're, working every day.
This is kind of for everyone. Obviously, looking past Spencer and Emily had to withdraw. 2 of the 3 teams sitting here today weren't in medal positions after the short program. So how do you think that just represents how open of a field this was, and how this was really just anyone's opportunity to just go out there and take it?
Kind of just shows that how difficult the field is that it is up for grabs for anybody, and you never know what's going to happen in any sport, and so especially with figure skating pairs, unfortunately Emily and Spencer had to withdraw, and then there was another team, right, that had to withdraw, unfortunately. So it's just it just goes to show how difficult it is, and that we're all very grateful for the opportunities that we get when we do end up where we are.
In a way, it's also comforting. Just we're all in the same boat, and it was really up for grabs for anyone. So that was also just comforting, really. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like pair skaters, we all have a very sense of camaraderie, towards the sport, and it's very different than other disciplines. Just alone going out there and seeing each other in the locker room, the camaraderie is always there for each other. It's a dangerous sport, obviously, and you have to keep that in mind when you're always skating, but also the beauty behind it, and it's everyone showed that today, yeah. So it was great.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think that the openness of the field, as you called it, just shows the constant pushing that the field is trying to do right now. That everybody is trying to push their boundaries and keep improving, and I think that makes all of us better as a group when we push each other and continue to keep growing in each of our own individual ways, right? Because I think all of us here are working on something individually. We're a new team, but they're an even newer team, and have done amazing in such a short time, and it's awesome to see the growth of the sport within the U.S. And I think that close competitions are exciting competitions for the fans and for the crowd, and I think that at the end of the day, if we keep pushing each other, we'll end up with the best group of pairs for the U.S. So.
We'll go back to Jackie.
Alisa, last time we saw you at a major event was at Worlds, and it was a whirlwind off season for you. Tell me about obviously the news of your former partner, and then kind of the switch over to Misha.
Yes, this time has been very eventful. And I just felt that time was running in a different speed at different times. And yeah, so right after coming back from Worlds, I got a message from Misha on Instagram because he heard the news. And he proposed to do a tryout. And I called the coaches to ask if they are interested, and they were. So I was like, okay, I will go. I was just open for anything. I knew I wanted to continue. I was hungry after last season. It was a lot of new stuff for me. It was my first Europeans, my first Worlds, and then it just my partnership ended, and I wanted to continue. So yeah, it was obvious that I will go for it. Yes, and then our tryout worked well, and then we just decided that we team up, and from there, from day one, we started to go full gas. We made a short program. Like on the next day, I arrived at 6 a.m. Yeah, I arrived 8 p.m. and next morning 6 a.m. we were on the ice. And from there, we just are on the ice, working every day. And here we are now.
JR.
I'll see if I can get it right. Valentina and Maximiliano. We all know about Rudy Galindo being the first Latin male to win a national championship, but I don't believe that there has been a pairs team who has been on the podium from the Latinx community, other than Rudy winning with Christy, but not a whole team. Can you talk about the responsibility of being the first, and can you talk about how exciting you believe it will be for your communities?
You know, it's really incredible because even just right now, like doing the lap, people talk to us in Spanish, and it's really like sweet, and it's such an honor to be able to represent our community and just show people that there's not a specific heritage, there's not a specific look that you have to just be in skating. So that's like the biggest thing, and like even like at competitions, I see the Colombian flag, and it's just so incredible that people know about us, that people know about our background.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more. Being diverse in this sport, it's definitely like, yeah, we're the minority, but it's nice to, you know, represent and go out there and when we represent, it feels like we're representing the whole entire community, and it's very humbling to feel that and go out there. I don't know.
We look up to Rudy a lot.
Yeah,
too.
we do look up to Rudy a lot, and just being the first ones, it's like I couldn't be happier to be the first one, and it's good. Yeah.
Claire?
Just a question for Max. Max, you, like Danny, you were a national champion, I think, in 2015-16.
Yeah.
You on the junior level, but then you were away from the sport for several years. Did you really ever think you'd be back on the podium at nationals?
Oh, wow. I mean, Yeah, I mean, this is my dream. My dream is to come back and take advantage. I took a step away from the sport, and time was going by. I was working at a flight school, and I saw everyone competing like on the computer. I would dream about it all the time, and just missing out on the opportunity. And it was very emotional for me to step away from the sport. And then I just wanted to get back into it, and I'm so happy to be back into it. I honestly did it because I can go back to that if I ever wanted to, but my heart is in skating, and it's in skating, and I wanted to take advantage of my youth, honestly, because everyone takes that for granted when you're young, and it really it doesn't hit you until it hits you. And I'm sure you guys all know what I'm talking about, but because once it's too late, it's too late. You really want to make a statement in the sport, you have to do it while you're young, and you got to do it while you can. So I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy I found Valentina. Yeah, our story is awesome, but that's for another day. Yeah. And we'll be back on the podium.
Question for Danny. Danny, others have been, won a gold before with different partners. I'm not sure about the span of 8 years. Can you talk about what that means and what that's felt like?
Yeah, sure. It's definitely a different experience. It's a unique experience each time for sure, and this is one that I'm very, very grateful for. I think that's something that is the overwhelming feeling for me now when I compete. Even less than nerves is gratitude to be out here again, to be in front of an amazing crowd like that. I think after COVID and different things, attendance was down for a little while, and to have sold out crowds yet last night and tonight again was absolutely amazing here. And I got a little emotional as I was skating around in the time in between skaters, just this feeling of gratitude to be here with Ellie and have the opportunity to do this again after it being so long, honestly. If you had asked me in 2016, the probably cocky young me wouldn't have expected 8 years before the next opportunity to stand on top of that podium. So it was very meaningful and has been an amazing opportunity. And I'm very grateful to Ellie for the opportunity again, and can't wait to keep improving and keep showing the progress that we're capable of. And I think this was just another great step in our journey.
All right, for our last question, we're going to go to Luke.
Luke?
Hi, friends.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Congratulations
It was
to you
very
too.
beautiful, all of you. I was screaming and crying in my seat, so great job. I have a question, very important, for Ellie and Danny. Who are your favorite teammates at Wassa Pairs?
Who are my favorite teammates at Wassa Pairs? I think I'd have to go with Jolena and Reed. It's an awesome community, and I'm so happy to have the junior champions with us, right? You guys were amazing this week, and I'm so proud of you guys.
I mean, he did say teammates with
Yes.
an S, so I think everyone in Wassa Pairs makes
There you
it
go.
such a good group. It wouldn't be Wassa Pairs without everyone, so
Yeah, for sure.
everyone, for sure.
Love you, Luke.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone. We'll do our photo now.
How do we do this? Do we stand up?
Art of finding the right answer.
Right? Yeah. Those like the babies. You're so much trash. Sorry. husband. Sorry. Still got skates on.
I know.
Keeps bothering you. Thank you. I'm standing on my toes. Your feet not hurt? They're so comfortable on these skates. What are you wearing?
Today,
I'm still working down right now.
yeah, I need new ones.
Fun photo.
A fun photo.
Fun photo.
What makes it fun? Like, if you had the ideal fun photo, what would it look like to you? Just like,
Pick up our partners.
or like, there we go. What is fun to you? Like, live? I don't know. Are we doing it?
All right.
Yeah? What? Who's lifting you? Yeah, let's just get down carefully. Yeah? So you're gonna do a somersault? No, I'm kidding. I got it. You want help? No, I got it. Thank you though, Misha. Let's not forget my skates under there. I'm considering it. What do you think?